So I'm at the gas station. This is white boy over here in this neighborhood. Now this is an upper class neighborhood, but it's only like maybe 1, 2, 3 white people that live around here. Okay, I don't know who the hell this guy is talking about. Can I come over to the car? I said no, I'm not coming over there. Oh, I have to come over here. I said yeah, you have to come over here because I don't know what you might do. Because I don't been through a couple of instances with men, okay? And I don't know whether you're going to snatch me in that car, sell me in the sex trade and all that shit. I don't trust these people out here. They crazy, okay? I ain't that daggone dumb to just walk over to somebody or go with somebody. You know what I mean? Plus, like I said, I've been through enough. When I went over to Atlanta, was it Georgia or whatever, my son had his military graduation. So it was a Cracker Barrel. Oh, that was a really nice place too. So I went there and I was, coming back. So I wanted to get soda. So I went to the vending machine in the hotel. So when I was at the vending machine and then all of a sudden I turned around like something like turned around. It was this white man that came up the stairwell some kind of way. I don't know where he came from. He had to come up the stairwell and he was standing there looking at me all crazy, staring at me. So, I heavied up, and got the hell out of there. I grabbed the soda and rolled cause where he come from? And he looking all crazy looking at shit I don't know whether he was a killer, a kidnapper, a rapist, or whatever. So I hurried up back to, my hotel room. I ain't leave that hotel room no more, okay? Because I don't know who that man was, okay? And they say white men in a certain age range, what is it, 35 to something, is serial killers, okay? So I don't know. I'm sorry if I offend anybody, okay? You're not a serial killer, then just, you're not. But I don't know. I don't trust these people. People be trying to snatch me and shit. I went to work one day. I got to the front door. And before I was getting ready to go to enter the front door, it was these 2 white men in a white van. And so they was big too. Well, at least the one that got out the van was big. So he was like, where you going? I said, I'm going to here. I started running towards the door cause they in the van. What the fuck? They gonna mutilate me and all that shit? I'm all cut up, chopped up, dead. Hell no, I ran to the building. So when I ran to the front door of the building, back then we didn't have, a way to use our ID to get into the building. Okay, so I'm calling on my cell phone. The guard up here sleeping shit. I'm out here, it's 2 something in the morning, and I'm out here, and there's these 2 fucking white men in the van. Okay, so when I called him, I said, could you let me in? I'm the supervisor's assistant. Back then I used to do the work of the supervisor and the manager because I came in the earliest and I knew how to do it. Because that dude that was the president there was thorough. He knew who was smart and who could do what. So he would, let me do all the things that the manager was supposed to do. You know what I mean? Because he was smart. He knew who did what. And plus, he made sure he took care of you. He paid you for what you did. Even though I wasn't no manager supervisor because I didn't want to do that. Because I wanted my time with my kids. I don't want you calling me to work or, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. It's an hour before I got to start working. I got children. So after that happened, I was like, I went to a couple of my bosses and I was like, yo, these 2 white guys, they was outside the building and they was asking where I was going. They was big. They was in the van. I don't know what they was going to do to me. So they act like they didn't give a fuck, but it was their own family they had to care, right? So they act like they didn't care. So I told them a couple times already they didn't listen. So I went upstairs to the owners of the company and told them, look, 2 white men tried to, pick me up in the van outside of here because we got a truck stop right there where the trucks come in, shipping and receiving and all that. So it's dark on that side and then you walk around to the door. So I said they was going to take me and I don't know, they could have snatched me. I was like, the guard was asleep and, they scared. They don't want to let nobody in because I worked over there near Spring Garden Street. It was all these clubs and all these crazy behind people. It was just kind of wild, So I was like, perhaps y'all need to put them in a booth or something. But, like I said, who gonna just let you in or everything is locked up. So how was I going to get in there? So the people under the owners, like, you know, the VPs and all that, they're pissed off because I went to the owners. I seen one VP up there when I was talking to owners, talking about what I'm doing up here. I said, I'm talking to them, I'm having a meeting. I said, do you want to come to the meeting? He said, no. Okay, so they was upset that I told the boss, but if it was your fucking sister, daughter, or mother or something like that, you would have been jumped on that. Something could have happened to me. You know what I'm saying? So they just was fucking mad. I don't give a shit. But after that, the owners of the company, they made sure that they put a system in there where we can scan our ID and walk straight into the building. You know what I mean? Without having to worry about being stuck out there, the guard and all that. So I just thank God for that. See, this is the shit I'm talking about. Y'all talking about why I got an attitude. They could have put me in that van, cut me the hell up, raped me, and threw me in a river somewhere or something, and you talking about why I got an attitude. I got an attitude because people are selfish, and they don't give a damn about nothing but they self. Because like I said, if that was their mother, sister, wife, daughter, or something like that, they'd have jumped right on that. But you acting like you don't care, and I'm coming in, you know, earlier than I have to. Like I told the owners when I went up there, I said, my start time was 6 o'clock at that time. I was coming in 3 a.m., 2-something a.m. to load the files and start the whole Gartner sort system. I didn't have to do that. I'm doing the company a favor. So I was telling them all this stuff. You know what I mean? Obviously, they must agree because they made sure that I can get in that building from then on. It took them about 2 or 3 weeks to get the system installed, but it's in there. And it's been one ever since. Even when we move, when I go into work, I can just scan my ID and walk into work. And I don't have to wait out there for no guard that's sleeping or some shit. So anyway, like I said, I've been through a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm the way that I am. People out here be tripping. Shoot, one morning I was going to work, right? So it was this when I lived in South Philly, near the Italians down 6th in Oregon. So I came out the house, and like I said, when I first moved in this house, that neighborhood was beautiful. I loved it. I stayed there 15 years, so throughout the years, the neighborhood started changing. You know, people started moving, selling their house, renting. A lot of black people, Asians, and Spanish people moved in there, and the neighborhood just took a turn for the worse. So I was going to work, and when I came out the house, because all I had to do was come up my block and turn the corner, and that was the bus stop, because back then I caught the bus to work. And like I said, I used to travel real early in the morning because I had to be to work, what you expect, at 3 o'clock a.m. 2-something, I get there about 2:45, 2:30, I get there. So, this lady was out there and she was tripping. I think she had a mental problem. I know she had a mental problem because she was cursing the car out and beating the car. So I was on my cell phone and I called the cops and was like, yo, this lady out here tearing up somebody's car. You know, she crazy or something. But the lady ain't know I did because I waited till I was a little bit of distance from her. So then she started talking about something. You want some of me? You want some of me? And start talking about something. Do I want some of her? I said, no, I don't want none of you. So she started running behind me to chase me. So I'm running like, because I don't mess with no crazy people because they really is crazy. I had a crazy cousin set my cousin on fire, trying to set him on fire in the bed, so I don't mess with no crazy people. I'm running like, no, I don't want none of you. I'm running and whatnot. So the people in the corner store, they knew me very well. You know what I mean? Because I lived in the neighborhood so long. Their name was Ralph and Ricky. They had that business there for many, many years. So they looking out their window because, you know, they got that glass enclosed and bulletproof and all that. And then they came and was like, you all right? I was like, yeah, but this lady is crazy. After a while, she couldn't outrun me, so she stopped chasing me. And I was at the bus stop. I was out. I'm telling you, okay? Because I did not want no parts of the crazy lady, all right? So, like I said, I've been through a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? One time I was on my way to work, and it was, like I said, Spring Garden had all them clubs, and it's kind of dark over there. You know, it's not dark as dark, pitch dark, but it's dark enough. So there's a bunch of clubs over there. I think it's about 3 of them or something. So I'm walking to work, And, you know, I got to walk through all this crap. You know, it's all them people, girls out there, plastic skirts, see-through thongs, all this shit, you know. So I got to walk to work. And sometimes they used to think I'm going to club, but I'm like, I'm dressed for work. You know what I mean? So they like, what's up? You going? What's up, baby? I'm like, I'm going to work. So, because the building where I work was like 1 block off of where that club was. So when I got to like on the block where my job at, it's dark like right there around the corner. So this guy just came up from out of the blue from nowhere and grabbed my shoulder, and I just turned around and started cutting like was about, man, if he didn't jump out of the way, he would have been cut up. He was like, yo, sis, please. Yo, I'm just trying to talk to you. I was like, don't ever walk up on me because you would have been dead because I would have cut him up, okay? Because I keep a box cutter under my sleeve. I left my watch. I keep a box cutter under my sleeve. So, yeah, he was almost cut up. He jumped out of the way quick. So, like I said, I've been through a lot of stuff, and that's why I'm the way that I am. I'm tired with people. Anyway, that's it for my story for this time. Bye.